Serbs would have the right to have the same kind of federation.
The problem is that the two parts of Bosnia-Herzegovina have had a terrible war which is continuing and which involved ethnic cleansing, crimes against humanity, war criminals, and a whole set of things that are extraordinary in their obscenity. And yet, these two people must end their war and find a way to work together. This is the first step towards that goal. It is not forgetting or forgiving what happened in the past. On the contrary, the International War Tribunal system, which has already indicted several people, will continue and was not, repeat, not part of the discussions today and is not part of the negotiations. Having said that, let us be clear. Wars must end, and enemies must live and work together. It's happened in Western Europe, it's happened in Asia, it must happen in the former Yugoslavia.
In your earlier statement on Eastern Slavonia, does this mean that Serbia now recognizes Croatian sovereignty over Eastern Slavonia?
The answer to your question is no. The second question is no, Bill. The answer to your, but I do want to say a word on Eastern Slavonia. We all recognize that this problem is both separable and linked. And we are going to continue to work on it as a top priority, as an integral part of a comprehensive settlement. All the nations represented in this forum today believe strongly and unambiguously that the Eastern Slavonian problem should be settled peacefully, and that Eastern Slavonia is clearly part of the Republic of Croatia. That's what it is on the maps, and that's what it should be. But the solution must be peaceful, and it should be a process, and recognition should be part of that. In regard to the first part of your question, there is nothing in this plan that would suggest in any way, shape, or form that Bosnia and Herzegovina would be divided into two countries. On the contrary, I've read some reports on that. There was a television program last week that said the American plan was to divide Bosnia and Herzegovina into two countries. They used the word partition. I think the first two sentences make clear that it is now accepted that Bosnia-Herzegovina is one country within its borders. And the constitutional arrangements, which still have to be worked out, are evolving towards a framework.
We have already set out the next few steps. The conference on Yugoslavia, that was President Yeltsin's initiative, by the way. President Yeltsin stated that airstrikes should be immediately stopped. To solve political problem.
The meeting today was the first meeting of the three foreign ministers after 20 months. And the final results is really the first, but the very important step in the peace process concerning the Bosnia and Herzegovina. The basic principles for the constitutional arrangement are really very important step in the peace process. Concerning the Croatia, we discuss a lot about the joint statement and previously accepted from the Croatian side and the Serbian side. But Croatia is ready to continue the negotiations, and we welcome the joint statement of the co-chairman. The problem of the reintegration of Eastern Slavonia, Baranja and Western Srijem are an integral part of the peace process, and that's very important for us.